Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War chant is going full throat. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The hand to the running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. first down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball. Their guys holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
They move the tight end all over. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On second down, looking again to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number one.
Buying some time. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
A shot toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And After the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Pulled and finds his man on the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. He wants to take the top off. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They go to the ground, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 7, Washington 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's back to throw on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He wants to throw. He finds his man. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Second down coming up. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Newman. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. On the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. SMU notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Dallas is worth its weight in gold to the Mustangs. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Discards him with the stiff arm. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Bulls his way forward. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
This offense has a second down play. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it, using his legs to buy some time. He's going to run it. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida State. What a catch and run for 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Power football with the run. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Washington sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A low line drive and not his best work. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
And the Noles have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the offense. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Here we go. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. Strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
The Washington offense will take over.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 28, Washington 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Defense wants to bring the heat. The give to the tailback. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And this one will be marked dead just outside the 40-yard line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Using his legs, it's Newman. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll line up to go for two. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
34, Washington, 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
He's going to fire deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Defense might bring the house here. They'll throw it on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situations. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. people are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at...